So, with the 25th anniversary of Doom 64 right around the corner, there is a project underway in which members of the Doom community are basically working together to create a brand new map set. And it can have custom textures and custom music and stuff like that. I'm actually using nothing but vanilla resources, the original resources of the game, because I wanted to see how creative I could get with it. And I had this idea of a factory where, you got enemies, monsters that are essentially grown in vats, which is definitely influenced by spawning vats, which is the name of a level from the original Doom. It's not based on the level layout, but just on the concept. So if we start, I'm only going to show a little bit of the level. I don't want to show everything, but one interesting thing is that the start is not really the start. I initially had the player starting right around here, and I accidentally moved it and thought, well, I kind of like that because now you have all these choices you can make. Am I going to go this way or am I going to go that way? And I tried to make some of my secrets obvious so you can actually see right through this fake wall. And you saw that door at the beginning. Well, that door can now open. Presto. And we get a glimpse outside where we have Lost Souls with the Nightmare flag spawning, which I think is pretty fun. You'll have to excuse me if my voice sounds just a little bit creaky. I don't know if I'm ill. I probably just have a seasonal thing or something else going on, and I don't sound too great, but, I'm recovering. I'll be fine. Okay, so we got rid of those Lost Souls. I'm actually doing pretty bad here, and this is kind of a testament to how brutal this map can be if you're not paying attention. Thankfully, we got a Megasphere here. So I try to make secrets worth your time. I want them to be worthwhile in terms of, whatever resources you might gather. But also, I want them to be visually interesting. And this is sort of like some hell pumps that are taking in souls that, human souls that drop from the sky. And this is all kind of implied. Basically, I conceptualize things and then build them, or sometimes the concept comes after building it. The actual entrance to the Hell Factory is right here. And this is a pretty aggressive little area here. If you pay attention, there's enough ammo to get the job done. You just need to search for it. This is not really a level that you want to bum rush, although you could if you wanted. And now as we enter the Hell Factory, it starts to look a bit more tech-basy like the beginning. And one interesting thing I did was create this sort of alarm system here, where when you pass by these lights, Lost Souls emerge. You can turn off the alarm by hitting this switch here. And one thing I did that I haven't really seen in other Doom 64 maps is switches are red. When you hit them, they are green. It's sort of a, off-on thing. And I hope that it'll provide a nice visual hint to players as to their progress, where they've been and what switches they've hit. Now let's get out of here. Let's get out of this section. And we're going to see a lot more choices kind of open up here. I could choose to go through here, but I'm kind of running out of ammo, so I'm going to go down here. Now, I wouldn't have run out of ammo if I had fully explored the level, but that's kind of the fun thing about this, is that if you really explore, you'll never run out of ammo. But if you want to bum rush it, you can, but it's going to come with consequences. take care of these guys. And we're going to open up this little area here, which is just your standard little elevator. And the blue is kind of hinting at you that, well, maybe you need the blue key to hit this. And you do, and it works, and it opens up this whole new area. If you can't tell, am really fixated on lighting. I really like lighting to be intense and interesting. I think that without good lighting, levels tend to look really kind of flat and disengaging. Now we've got this interesting thing going on here. We've got kind of a sewer system here. And there's an area that's blocked off, so how do we get to that? Well, maybe the answer is here. Take care of this guy. And again, I really wanted the lighting to be interesting. I didn't want anything to be predictable or ordinary. So I kind of experimented with some interesting candlelight here that I think turned out pretty well. And one thing that I intentionally did was I didn't really put much in the way of ammo in this section. Since it's a secret area, I really want the player to rely on their ability to explore in order to figure things out. Now, why are these areas all blocked off? Well, when you walk here, oh, look at that. Well, how am I supposed to get there? Well, that opened up at least, but there's still other areas blocked off. Now we've got this pain elemental here. I'm going to leave it alone. Maybe come back to it in a bit because, well, I'm almost out of ammo here. And in truth, I probably do need to add some extra ammo in certain areas. I've been able to beat this, with lots of ammo left over, but if a player doesn't explore diligently, they may find themselves without, a whole lot of resources. So I may have to make some adjustments there. Now you might wonder, well, why didn't you go up there and check that out? Well, although I was awarded with a super shotty, I can't go through here. The door's red. So instead, let's go back and take care of a couple of the monsters here. Take care of that pain elemental. Got Nightmare Imp there. Or an imp with the Nightmare tag, anyway. So something's clearly going on. I can't go through here. Can't go through there. And I can't go through there. Well, why don't we see what happens if we explore a bit? And also, what does that switch do? Well, the security camera shows us these bars from the sewer. You probably won't be surprised to find out that the bar is lower. So maybe we should explore there and see what happens. Well, isn't that interesting? And hey, look at this. There's obviously stuff past here, but I've got this in the way. Now, I don't know if this is telegraphed very well to the player, but you can shoot this, and it'll explode. It's the first instance I've ever seen in Doom 64 of really a destructible object, in this case a pipe, and it leaves behind a fire which will hurt you. That also illuminates the area. So I really, really love stuff like that because you just can't do that in the original engine, and it's relatively simple if you understand how to use Doom 64's surprisingly versatile scripting system. So let's get rid of these guys, and well, wouldn't you know it, you can blow this up too. And you're awarded with a soul sphere. Well, there you go. Now here's something else that's kind of interesting, and I'm only going to show you part of it. I'm just going to tease you, because I don't want you to see everything here. I want you to explore it for yourself once this level's released in the map set. And there we go. I totally missed that box of shells there. I tried to hint that maybe you can open this up, and you can. Yay. So after we get rid of these guys in the looming darkness here, well, there's an invulnerability sphere. Isn't that nice? And look at that. Well, now all of the barriers have been removed. And I tell you what, I'm going to let you figure out what is going on there. Now, as we explore the rest of this level, here's an interesting little section here. We got a couple Mancubi. Take care of them. This area gets very dark. I really like how there are areas that are bright, contrasted by very dark areas, and I think that's one of the strengths of Doom mapping is contrasting bright and dark areas. We got this blue door here. Where does that lead? We've got to get rid of these guys. And we've also got a Nightmare Mancubus, so Mancubus with the Nightmare flag, and he's pretty hefty. He takes a lot more ammo than normal. We got another security camera. So what's that about? And how come I can't open that door? Well, if I just go through this way, grab this rocket launcher, oh my goodness, this door opens up. So isn't that neat? Take care of these guys. And lo and behold, oh my goodness, now those doors have opened up. And this is what I love about Doom, is you can create these kind of puzzles that are fairly rudimentary, but can be really interesting. So we've got these crushers here, these glowing crushers. And what happens when we go through here? Well, there's a switch. Got a plasma rifle. Now I can open up this area. We're about to see what is, to me, the most impressive transformation in the whole level. We got this ominous switch here. What happens? Oh my goodness, something has happened there. And I kind of wanted to make it seem like the machinery was waking up. Like that maybe it was kind of operating in a low power mode, but now it's really, it's really on. And we've got our another security camera there. And now suddenly this opens up too. Well, this had already opened up earlier, I just didn't explore it. And that area is a little glitchy. I need to fix a couple things there. Not a big deal. We got lots of rockets now. I'm going to save here because this area can be a little tricky. This is going to be about the end of the our little teaser here. Now what happens here? Oh my god, no. So we've got these rockets that come out if you get too close. And one thing I kind of wanted to experiment here with was the idea that the core, the central core of this factory is alive. And what I did was I put a Resurrector monster, which is the boss at the end of Doom 64, inside of, well, whatever that is. And if you get too close, that happens. So you got to keep your distance. At the same time, I teased the player with ammo, so there's definitely a risk-reward thing going on here. Most of these rockets are not actually hitting the Resurrector, so let's use the plasma rifle. So she's been killed now. Pretty interesting, right? So what happens now? Well, if you pay attention, something pretty interesting happens. If you go back through here, there is a red arrow and another red arrow. Oh, I guess that area opened up. Now we can get the red key. So this is kind of influenced by the Terraformer, which is the second level of Doom 64. It has some interesting red arrows that help guide you in one of the areas, and I thought, well, maybe the player needs that so that they'll know to look there. And the red door's up there. We can finally use it to get the yellow key and check out those vats. So this is all I'm really going to show you. There's still lots more to explore. I think this was a pretty fun little kind of experiment in mapping that kind of combines hell and kind of tech elements, and really I hope that's going to be a lot of fun for people. And if you look here, I've actually got plenty of ammo left. This is what is so interesting about the way that the level's laid out to me, is that if you don't watch yourself, you might think you don't have enough resources, but you definitely do. So hopefully when this level comes out, I think you'll really enjoy it. I certainly have had a lot of fun making it.